Hello everyone and welcome to the quarter-final replay of the Éire Tree Cup between Benbowbaggins and his Orcs versus Caolán and his Undead. Caolán got to induce Ivan, the Terrible, or the Death Shroud, or whatever he's called. He's a Death Shroud, isn't he? Ivan the Terrible was someone completely different. and also a keg, so pretty good potential. Oh, short kick straight into the solid D. Making things a bit tricky here for poor Benbow. And the ball bounces straight into two tackle zones. Benbowbaggins, of course, won the BB2 final with his Chorfs. And he had a ridiculous bull called Stringer Bull who literally kind of won him the whole cup. Because just when you thought Benbow was out of it, Stringer Bull would just come off and, you know, do some bullshit, basically. But of course, no half horse, half man in Blood Bowl 3 yet. And no Cheney either, yeah, Glencho. Like, where's our Cheney? Where's our Rumbelow? Where's our Deep Root? Something happened there. But he managed to pick up the ball and then fail the rush and re-rolled it and made it. So all was well. But yeah, obviously had to, you know, protect this after going down the sideline. We haven't even looked at the teams, have we? You know. Benbow with a DP sneaky git goblin, which is pretty hilarious. Caolán has one very nice mummy and one not so nice mummy. Nice mummy doing some work there. Not so nice mummy coming in here. But gets the POW with Mighty Blow on the block Mighty Blow guard defensive big un who gets KO'd, and instant Apo coming in there. And it was instant. You know, having watched it live, I can tell you all it was instant. But yeah, the Orcs line of defense here crumbled, shattered. This was of course streamed over on Benbow's channel. There we go. Yeah, it was a quick game, which is why I said we do this one first. You know, those two big ones being stunned. Obviously, one of them got KO'd, right? And then Power Apple. But, yeah, it seems like just lost the shape immediately, right? But solid D into short kick will do that to someone. Down to one reroll already on turn 2. DP sneaky git can get 3 dice by the mummy here, if Caolán wishes. Starts with a Rob fighting Rick Reckless. Rick Reckless survived. And Ivan taking down Cobblestorm. Good morning, Ichigo Kuto. How are you? Welcome to the replays of the Éire Blood Bowl 3 quarter-final replay. Semi-finals on tonight. Very exciting. So they will be streamed live. So I thought, you know, since I'm going to the effort of streaming the semis live, I might as well do the replays, right? Caolán did manage to find the 3 dice on the sneaky dirty. The schnorty, as we used to call him back in the day. And, you know, shoves himself onto the ball. But just a 2+, right? Just a nice, easy 2+ for Benbow to get away. But, like, it's one of those. Where do you get away? The Undead have completely pushed themselves in on you now, right? Like, your entire team is on the ground. So it's a tough one. Morning, Torquemada. Caolán, the absolute dice lord, getting caught in a foul and arguing the call. Because that's just who he is. Benbow can do not much else other than pick up his entire team here. Oh, cast. Pretty nice. Freeing up this blitzer. Big one. Of course. Double skulls. Final reroll. Gone in on turn 3. Scary. Scary couple of dodges now. And even like getting over here, right? You're still in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Next turn is going to be pretty big from Caolán here, right? It's just going to be shutting all this down. Knocking these bios over. And then jamming in. Not very good for the Orcs. Yeah, I'm doing good, Ichigo. Doing good. Enjoying some balancing hours today. From all my... Well, I'm off this week from work. So I'm enjoying some... We have 3 days of holidays, which we booked in. And then work were just like, oh, do you want to take Monday and Tuesday off as well? Considering how many overtime hours I've worked this year, this summer. So, pretty chill. So I thought to myself now, what better way to spend my morning than to come on here and talk about some Blood Bowl, you know? So here we are. Another foul coming in here. 3 assists. And that's him dead now. That's him dead. And all because that ref left him on the pitch the last turn. You know, if that ref had stuck to his morals and sent that zombie off, poor Cobblestone could still have a part in this game. But unfortunately, the ref, you know, he was weak. He was a weak ref. Nothing happening there. Yeah. Well, the Orcs have formed their line back at least, right? But they haven't... They've lost their momentum. They've lost their ability to even fight the Undead, really. And that 30 player sneaky gate is probably never fouling in this game, realistically, is he? Just kind of open all this up for the Orcs to try and, like, bang down, right? Oof. Ivan coming in there. Uses his Dwarven Scourge to Kaz Rick Reckless. Poor Rick. Poor Rick getting banged out. Both in real life and in Blood Bowl 3. Tough life. So, I mean, there's a slight opening, right? Easy enough to knock down these zombies, and then I don't know. You can try and blitz this or something. Yeah. I mean, Trainee's way better, right? Strength 4 Wolf. Literally the best boy there is. So, Bimbo does go down this side. Turn 5, by the way. Turn 5. 50% of the big uns... Oh no, one of them was a blitzer, wasn't it? One big un, one blitzer cast. Does manage to get the POW on the bludger. But, I mean... sideline cage? There's literally, like, in fairness, there's literally nothing else they could have done. That big one staying there. And then that's it. So, fair, like, it's not too, like, I mean, it's terrible, right? It is terrible. But you kind of have to hope that these stand firms hold up, right? And then maybe you can scoot away down next time. But, yeah. So, Charlie Hawley, of course, getting an immediate POW. And then the Tackle Mighty coming in on the DP Sneaky Git. Something which we thought we'd see a lot of in the Euro Bowl rule set, didn't we? We thought every team would have a Tackle Mighty and a DP Sneaky Git. But, they sort of fixed 50% of that, didn't they? Like the early human and OWA rosters were all Tackle Mighty Blow, DP Sneaky Git. OWA had them as well. It's pretty funny. I mean, pretty funny as in, like, this is a terrible rule set that people are going to have to play. But, but it's funny that they thought it was acceptable, I suppose. Guy was KO'd twice there? Question mark? And then failed the dodge. It was already looking like... I mean, I don't think this is actually going to let me pause this, because I tried pausing it earlier. So we're just rolling with it now. But yeah, like, even if he gets up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4... Like, if you get here, you still just get sacked, basically, don't you? Don't stop. I can't. I can't stop. It's hard. It's so hard. I can't stop. Good morning, Fiki. How are we? Doing some of the old replays there now. So yeah, like I said in the preview to this game, this one was kind of over by turn 5. And there's not really much Benbow could do about it, right? Not really much you could do about it. That is a shame that life has continued, in fairness. Because we all just long for the sweet, succulent relief of death. Don't we? But, you know, we can have some fun while we wait. Oh! We've stopped! 3 turns later, the replay has finally listened, and we can stop. That is good. That's pretty incredible. It only took 3 turns. Brilliant. So let's analyze where we were stopping. Yeah. So I mean... Yeah. Fair enough. I was gonna say... Probably pop him in there and he could blitz, but... Same result really, isn't it? Well, I mean, it's not. Because this guy has block and juggernaut. And this guy doesn't. But you do get the extra square to wrap around there, so... Pros and cons. And this does make everything look way nicer, doesn't it? Get your screen much better. So, the Undead, pretty convincingly, overturned the Orcs. Barring, you know, quad skulls or something. Does the blitz with mighty blow. Doesn't do nothing to him. And in she goes. Glorious. Lovely. So pretty damn rough for Benbow and his orcs there. Benbow and Caolán, of course, you know. Two of my UKTC teammates for this year. Very exciting. Only in like 2 weeks' time now. Super exciting. So yeah, down a blitzer, down a big un, down the dirty player sneaky git. The other blitzer stayed out. So 2 blitzers gone, big un gone, goblin gone, turned over. And all the undead lost really was a white. Oh, we started with a blitz. Alan's left a ghoul on the bench. And of course, Caolán still has the dirty player because the ref was a prick. Blitz didn't really do much because, you know, your orcs. And Caolán had pretty much set up to minimize most blitzes. I mean, a short kick blitz here or whatever obviously could be punished a little bit, but you know, it's not like you're playing against elves. They can't just run in around the back. One of those. You can kind of see orcs coming, can't you? And because Benbow actually only has 2 blitzers left as well, he kind of has to keep them in reserve. Hope he can get lucky with a couple of chips, right? And then maybe be able to jam in the end, but oof. Yeah, so Caolán had a couple of like skills he could have taken. Yeah, he does have 6. Caolán does have a couple of skills he could have taken before this game, but by taking those skills it would have inflated his TV, meaning he couldn't have gone Ivan and a keg or whatever. So I think he just decided not to take some of the skills. Because in fairness, like, I don't think any of the skills are really going to help massively at the moment anyway for this game. Like, the mummy is hoping for 3 more to try and get block or whatever. I guess it wouldn't be block, would it? It'd be, what, 14 you need for second skill? So, all in a nice little cage and screened off. Here comes the foul again. Bang. Removed. Get off my pitch. Like, once Caolán starts rolling like this, there's just nothing you can do against it. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. I'm pretty sure I've played Caolán like 3 or 4 times, and he's almost pitch cleared me like every time. It's quite impressive how he just does it. I've never played him in NAF though. So we'll see. But no doubt when I do eventually play Caolán in NAF, he'll pitch clear me as well. I'd love to see Caolán play like Renegades at Bleed Bowl next year. Like, it's almost guaranteed he'd win. I think he could guarantee himself a Bleed Bowl title if he played Renegades at it. Gets the push for Ivan using his jugs. Against Willie and Sean, yeah. I mean, it's tough, right? It is tough. Comes down to kick off. It probably does. And we know Willie and Sean are both gonna roll bleed balls, baby. That's what let me win Bleed Bowl this year. I wasn't there to fight anyone. I was there to sacrifice half my team to the fouls and then just run around the back and steal the ball and win. And Willie still almost stopped me. I don't know if you did. You might have. There was a lot of despair against Willie, honestly. Well, you just have to come next year, Chris, right? 26th of January, Bleed Bowl. Same venue, I think. Currently, that is correct. Let's go. I love how it's currently correct, yeah. I mean, listen, it wouldn't be Bleed Bowl if there wasn't, like, you know, loads of uncertainty as to when it's happening. It's like, everyone knows when it's happening, but no one knows, like, 100%. It's kind of like the magic of Bleed Bowl, really, you know? You've an idea of when it's happening. I probably should mention Benbow tried to sack the ball there and snake the rush to get the hit in, which was quite unfortunate. And now Caolán should be quite comfortable just to dance his way up the field here. With a cheeky movement up Ghoul. What a nerd. Look at him there. Out of range. Yeah, I'd highly recommend Bleed Bowl to everyone. Bleed Bowl is great fun. It's a good laugh. It happened again. Well, Benbow rolled a 1, and then that was enough to decide the next 3 turns. Which, in fairness to the replay, is very accurate, I think. It'd be all out to actually see Benbow getting anywhere near this ball. That's another KO. What a replay. What a replay function. And just tell everyone where the ball is. It's right there. Pretty good for, you know, highlighting where the ball is, I suppose. Le Double Skulls. Which is a shame. There's now a 3-2. No, doesn't go for the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Doesn't go for the hitting the ball because he couldn't have reached the ball. Funny that. I can't believe Benbow didn't go to hit the ball when he couldn't reach it. That was silly of him. Of course, Benbow doesn't have a troll for the TTM. Not that it would matter because he'd be 2-0 down at that stage. But I just thought I'd highlight that. Good. Where does the ball go to be safe here? Maybe it just goes in on turn 15. That'd be crazy. Oh no, this is a mummy, so he can just come back. Okay, cool. Crazy. Thanks, Maya. It's hard, you know? Social deduction games are much easier than actually watching a game of Blood Bowl with all... Oh, I've lost my kickball highlighter. It's okay. This is where the ball is, everyone. This is where it's not. It's a new feature. Not a bug. Balls based. Scoring threats in. Oh, baby. And we've got a Kaz on a zombie. Let's fucking go. The Orcs are basically back in this now. With, you know, so many players on the pitch. Oh. Diced. A triple skull into hexa skulls would have been very interesting there for the Orc chances of drawing the game. But unfortunately, Caolán is just too much of a dice lord to give him that opportunity. What is going on now? What is going on now with the ball? And there we have it. Caolán makes it 2-0. And, you know, Benbow has half a team for this one turn. So we can only imagine Benbow just... Well, I suppose Benbow can't actually just end the turn, can he? Because, you know, he has to try his best to Kaz a couple of Caolán's players. So that Caolán doesn't get it super easy for the semi-final. Which will be streamed live at 9 PM tonight, everyone. Make sure to tune in for that. Or you can catch the VOD on YouTube in the coming days. Whoa. Guy was KO'd twice and refused to leave the pitch. That's funny. Twice isn't even enough to to KO this guy. And that's the end of the replay. Bravo, everyone. I don't think I can return to the main menu. I mean, I can, but I'm afraid it'll actually mess up and spoil the rest of the games. So we'll just leave it at that. Caolán managed to overcome Benbowbaggins. 2 touchdowns to 0, taking him into the semi-finals. Yeah. Well done, Bula Boss. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next semi-final. Quarter-final. Oh!